Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. It's Haven.
And Eileen. So question for the day. Seriously, do we really need $1 million to retire?
We figured out we don't need $1 million after all. Maybe you don't too.
According to statistics, 10 to 15% of Americans have $1 million for retirement. So what's going to happen to the rest of us? Are we supposed to work until we're 70? So is this $1 million true for everyone?
Well, the short answer is it depends, Retirement isn't really a one size fits all. It really depends on how you plan to live. So why don't you stay till the end of the video and we'll show you how our retirement budget looks like.
On our very first retirement video, right here, we talked about what's the very first thing that you need to do when planning for your retirement. It's knowing the kind of life that you want to live after you retire. It's different people, different lifestyles.
Step one is figuring out your annual expenses. Let's say you want to be retired for 25 years. Put simple math, 40,000 times 25 years, that's $1 million.
Yeah.
Simple math.
You need $1 million.
Yeah, that's it.
But let's say your annual expenses is 30,000 and you'll be retired for 25 years, then you only need 750,000. So some people 40,000, some people 30,000, some people 200,000. It really depends on your lifestyle
living. Yeah. And here's something really interesting. The life expectancy of average Americans are like 77 years old. But amongst Filipinos?
Filipino Americans?
Yeah, I think we live longer.
Filipinos, I think, is at 81 at average.
Yeah.
So when you do your budget, so you have your annual expenses, right? But don't forget what you're going to receive from Social Security and from your pension.
Yeah.
So the Social Security amount, you can get this amount from the Social Security website. We're going to put it here. And you'll see how much you're going to get when you retire at 62, 65, or 67, or 70 years old.
That's where you base your budget.
Yeah. And so whatever you receive from your Social Security and your pension, you have to deduct that amount from the expenses, that annual expenses that you have. So let's say your expenses is 40,000 and you are expecting to receive let's say 20,000.
Make it simple, yeah.
20,000 from your pension and Social Security for the year. So you only need actually 20,000 a year to save. So 20,000 times, let's say you're going to be retired for 25 years, it's going to be 100,000.
25 times 2. Oh, 50.
500,000. What happened to our math?
So I think we need to retire.
So 25 times 20,000 is 500,000.
Yeah, there you go.
So you need half a million.
Half a million.
And here's the catch. You have to also consider that the 30,000 today will be 40,000 in the future.
Yeah, it's going to be ever changing. Yeah.
And inflation doesn't take a break. That's why planning is key.
So how do we figure out all of this? Well, we've come out with our own retirement budget.
It's like a mock.
It's like a mock budget. Yeah.
We're going to show you how we're planning to spend and save for our golden years.
So it's going to be really eye-opening. So stay tuned.
So here's our mock retirement budget. So what we did was we listed down our annual expenses. And this one we called it as our base expenses. So here's how we broke down our retirement budget. First, we have our property tax and homeowners insurance. So by this time, we're mortgage free, then we don't have a monthly payment anymore. So that's $6,000. And then we have HOA, Homeowners Association fees for $1,400. And then we have for health insurance, our budget is $5,300, and that includes the monthly premium and deductible. That's for the both of us already. And then we have the utilities at 3,400, which includes the light, the water, trash, and gas. And then we have life insurance at 3,900. And I know some people will say, why do you have life insurance? But we already have it. So
Long time ago.
yeah, and I think it's still good because it has like a death benefit, and it has a cash surrender value that we can use in addition for our retirement. And then we have the car and umbrella insurance at 4,200. So just to let you know what, Haven and I, we're not even waiting for us to retire to find all these savings. So even as early or as right now,
Yeah.
we research already where we can like save, here and there. So like for this one, for the insurance, we shopped around, and the best value that we got was from Geico. So if you bundle it up
It's
with
not
your
sponsored.
and if you bundle it up with your homeowner's insurance and your car and your umbrella, you get a really good deal.
Compact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what's the next one that we have?
Internet and cell phone around 2,400.
Yeah. So this one also we were able to get a good rate for our cell phone. We didn't know that there was like a senior discount. So we asked our carrier, Verizon, and then we used to pay like $120 a month, and now we're paying only $96. So that's really good.
Yeah,
huh?
real good. Yeah.
I mean, it's little, but if you add it up, it's still something. We have,
Also, like streaming.
so we have Netflix and
also for the iCloud.
iCloud. So for Netflix, yung streaming namin, masaya na kami sa Netflix and YouTube.
That's it.
So we don't need all those, yung mga Prime. Yung mga
Hulu
Prime,
and
I
all
can
that.
borrow from my sister. Diba? Gusto pwedeng makatipid. And then, for the gas, we put it as $600.
Yeah.
Kasi by the time that we retire, we don't go to work anymore. Diba?
Don't travel far.
And we're always together pa naman. And then, most probably, we'll be using the electric vehicle.
But we do it only for groceries and
Yeah. No, even grocery we use the electric. So the van that we have is like really, really old, pero it still runs really good because si Haven is really, really good in maintaining our vehicles. So actually we keep the van para pag may family who comes over, meron kaming malaking sasakyan for all those luggages, all those boxes, di ba? So yun ang purpose nun. So for food and groceries and other house items is like for mga cleaning supplies,
mga tissue, toilet paper.
We put that at 7,800. Groceries and mga home items.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have another line for gardener and cleaner.
Yeah.
So we added the cleaner kasi by the time siguro nag-retire kami,
Hindi na pwede kami maglinis ng banyo.
baka mahirapan na kami maglinis. So
likod namin.
Oo. So we just added that one.
Yeah, that's for the future.
For the future. So ngayon, kaya pa naman.
Yeah.
And then for car registration, we have it at
$750
a year. So for dining out, we put our budget at $6,000. Kasi kami, ako pala, I cook most of the time or always during weekdays. So pag weekends, we have to go eat out. Kasi yun na yung parang relaxation namin.
Yeah.
Nakakatipid doon is we do lunches instead of dinner. Ewan ko, pero type lang namin lunch.
Sanay
Nasanay kami ganun. We're not depriving ourselves of going out on dinners, pero type lang namin. So, yun. And then the next one is we have house and like car maintenance at $1,500 a year. So we put it at $1,500. And then we also have pet grooming for our fur baby.
Yeah.
We put it at $600. So the total base that we have is like at $47,200. Pero you have to consider also yung other variable expenses aside from your base. So yung base na to is what we call like kind of like fixed expenses that will be there every month, hindi mawawala. Pero yung mga variable expenses, these are flexible expenses, pero you can work around it.
Yeah.
Diba? So we have here our travel fund at $10,000 kasi di ba sabi namin ang plano namin is to travel. So maybe this one we have maybe like a one big trip and maybe like small trips here and there. And we also budgeted like gifts for, especially for Christmas, di ba? Yun ang maraming gastos. So we have to put aside money for that, and we put $3,000. Alam ko medyo malaki, but
Very giving kami.
so I mean kasama na rin doon aside from Christmas, yung mga birthdays, di ba? And then we also budgeted for our future grandkids.
Yun.
Hopefully by that time, meron na kaming apo.
Nako,
So,
priority yun.
Anong binudget natin?
Mga 3,000.
So, 3,000. No? Talagang spoiled yan, mga batang yan. And then the last one would be additional entertainment expenses, and also we added charity. Kasi for us, charity is important. You know, like giving back also. So the total base, which is the kind of like the fixed, include and then add the variable expenses, it totals to 65,600. And between our Social Security and Haven's pension, everything is covered. Maswerte si Haven kasi he has pension. Ako, I don't have. So I would rely only on my Social Security. Ang also maganda rin kasi if you're a couple, you combine your sources of income. I know medyo mahirap siya for a single person, pero if you budget or you plan accordingly, I'm sure it's going to work out. Kaya nga, you plan as early as possible para you know what to do.
That's why, you know,
invest here, invest
yeah,
there.
at the beginning of the video, we've always said that you plan the way you live. You know, it's a lifestyle. It really depends.
Right. So that's our whole picture that we are able to share with you. Why don't you try it also?
Yeah.
List down all your expenses and see how much is it going to be annually, and then put in the figures of what you're going to be receiving from your Social Security and your pension, and see how much you're going to need to save. So, kailangan ba nga talaga ang $1 million? So we've shared our budget and some tips, but here's the most important part. You have to review your budget regularly.
Yeah. Remember this, retirement planning isn't a set it and forget it situation. It's a living, breathing process. But with the right mindset, there's always a way to plan and work something for you.
Going back to the original question, do we really need $1 million to retire?
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
It just really needs planning. But with careful planning, it can work. So thank you again for staying with us and joining us in this episode. And hopefully you got some tips and that you could, use when planning your retirement. So thank you for watching, and please consider to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. And so you could get like some more tips, and we can plan for our golden years.
All right.
Thank you so much. Till our
Bye.
next video. Bye.